Oh my goodness, we have a problem and we need to talk about it. Oh, I can't believe what just happened. Can you imagine? Rebecca has gone. If you don't know what I'm talking about the Ugandan female athlete, Rebecca Cheptegei, who lives in Kenya and has just died on September 5th. And the reason being that she was attacked by her ex-boyfriend in Kenya, somewhere in Iten. And let me tell you guys, this is not the first female athlete that has been attacked or killed the same way. I think we have a problem, a big problem when it comes to this scenario in Kenya. In fact, we have femicide. Like, females have been attacked. And if you don't know, if you haven't read the news, I'm going to briefly tell you what happened. So, Rebecca or Cheptegei, I think her name is Cheptegei. She's only 33 years. She has 2 daughters. And she was attacked by her jealous, angry ex-boyfriend in Kenya in Iten when she just came from the church. And then this boyfriend poured oil on her. And then she was rushed to the hospital. But unfortunately, 4 days after being in the hospital, she just passed away because of the organ failure. Guys, this is very devastating news, especially for us women. And she's still young, 33 years, almost my age. She's really still young with little kids. And this is not the first incident whereby women are being killed in Kenya because of femicide. It's really, really alarming, and we need to talk about it, guys. Now, you might be wondering, who is Cheptegei? She was a female athlete, a Ugandan. She's an Ugandan, but she live in Kenya, okay? Whereby she normally do her sports thing or maybe her training, because in Kenya we have a lot of athletes who are actually doing the same thing. Okay, so she was attacked by her ex-boyfriend who was angry, who was jealous, and the man took oil and poured on her, kerosene and poured on her and set her on fire. And you see, it has been reported that Cheptegei, she was only 33 years. Can you imagine, guys? She's a Ugandan Olympic marathon runner and tragically died after being set on fire by her ex-boyfriend Dixon Diema Marangach, actually. Now, this attack occurred on September 1st, 2024, when Cheptegei returned home from church with her 2 daughters. And then Maraj, actually, who had entered her home while she was away, poured petrol on her and ignited it. And ignited the fire during a dispute related to a land issue. Now, both of them suffered severe burns, with Cheptegei sustaining burns. Unfortunately, she sustained 80%, almost 80% burned. Okay, her body was burned 80%. You can imagine the pain this girl has gone through until she died. If you don't know, she was among the female athletes who were doing the Olympic marathon this year in 2024, and she actually finished as at 44th, I think 44th or something there, you know, in female marathon. And she had also previously notable achievements because her journey for athlete began in 2010, around 2010 there. And this is an alarming issue because a lot of female have been actually killed due to domestic violence. Femicide in Kenya is alarming. It is something that is alarming, and you guys, you need to talk about it. You need to be aware that men are killing women, and it is something that is so alarming. This was one of the stories that you just hear and the body just starts shaking because it doesn't seem good. And the worst thing that when this incident was happening, she had her 2 daughters. They had just actually came from the church, and then the husband, because of the argument, the husband set her on fire. And now she has left 2 beautiful young girls behind. even though the police are actually at the ex-boyfriend is being actually in custody, but we still want justice for these kind of scenarios. Like, it is not something good. It's not something good, guys. It doesn't fit, like, it doesn't fit well, you know. And my heart, my thoughts are actually broken by these kind of things. When I saw this news, I just wanted to come and actually share with you and tell you that we need to be aware of our partners, the people that we are falling in love with, the men that we are dating, the men that we are having kids with, the men that we are actually thinking that they love us, the men that we are falling in love with. They are the same men that are killing us. They want to kill us. They want to take what we have actually achieved. You know, so for what reason? Let me just ask this question. For what reason could a man, you kill someone because of jealous, because of she is advancing, because of your own reason, malicious reason? For what reason are you doing this to kill someone else? What right do you have? Even if you have killed her and then she has gone, will you take what she has left behind? Like, will you take? It's just something that is disgusting, you know. And let me tell you, let me tell you, this is not the first person being killed, the first athlete being killed. And the worst thing is that it is the same area, it is the same Iten in Kenya. You know, we have a lot of females who have died. In 2021, Agnes Tirop was actually stabbed to death by her boyfriend, by her partner, you know, in the same place in Iten in Kenya. And this is not the only one. She was a best runner. She was one of the runners in Kenya that have been known and were actually being looked upon. Like, when we say that we are proud of our runners, we are proud of our athletes, she was among them. And she was stabbed to death by her partner. Can you imagine? And she was just only 25 years, not even old enough. She has not celebrated anything in her life. Like, she has not lived to see her success. And then these men are taking away the best of the best. Can you imagine? When I tell you, sometimes I always feel like reading some things and going through some things. I don't want to be with someone. I don't want to be with someone because at the end of the day, you don't know the person you are dating, the person you are loving, the person we are living with. We don't know how they're gonna react when something happens. You know, we don't know. It's just alarming. Ladies, we need to talk about it. We need to be frank and actually see the red signs. We need to see when someone does something to you and you know that this is gonna happen. You need to speak out. You need to actually find ways to go away from that person, because at the end of the day, they're gonna kill you. Now in 2022, also a Kenyan Bahrainian runner, female athlete Damaris Mutua, was actually found dead in her home in Iten in Kenya, and the police say that it is suspected that it was because due to domestic violence. And you can see that these numbers are just big people, like famous people. Can you imagine at the normal level? Do you know how many women have been killed in Kenya? And not only in Kenya, worldwide. Like, it is just something that is alarming. Women are being killed because of domestic violence, because of these men. And it's something that is really alarming. We need to be careful, ladies. And you know, the worst thing is that you will find that such people who are doing these crimes are still walking around the street, finding other victims to kill. And it is just something that even the government need to step in and actually find ways to actually jail these people. Because women, ladies, young ladies are being killed in different ways. Did you see the other time whereby bodies of girls were being retrieved from a dam in Kenya in sacks? Did you see that thing? When we had this thing about maandamano, when we had this thing about actually Kenyans being actually going to the street, did you see what followed? A lot of people were actually being taken out from the dam sites there, and most of them, they were young females. They were ladies who have been killed. by their partners, by the people who are around them, people who walk with them, people who think that they know the best. So ladies, let's find out, let's find means to actually stop this. And it can happen when we start talking, when we see the people we are actually dating, the people we are having business with, the people we are talking with. We need to be very careful, because this thing is not sounding good. It doesn't sound good for me, to me. And the more we talk about it, the more we be aware of our surrounding, the better. But if we don't speak, if we hide this kind of people in our society, they're gonna finish us. They're gonna finish our daughters. And it is just something that is really alarming. I saw this story and it made me feel so bad as a woman. I don't know about you, but it made me feel really bad, and just question myself in a relationship, and also seeing other people going in relationship, seeing my friends in relationship and with different men, that it just made me question, do these men really mean it when they say they love us? Do they want us to, like, to what extent of anger? Like a person just killing you like that, and then a few days, you see, even this lady that has died, Cheptegei, she's not even old. And also, do you see how many days it has taken her just to die like that? 4 days after achieving, after her spark coming up, like. And you'll find that it is because of jealousness, because of ego from the man, and other things, anger issues. If you are dating a person who has anger issues, you need to be very careful. And speaking this from experience, you need to be very careful, because these people can hurt you. If they can hurt you emotionally, be sure they can hurt you physically. And when they see that you are actually going to win, you are going away from them, they're gonna finish you, just like this lady. Because you see, this is an ex-boyfriend. It means that they had broken up. She had walked away from such relationship. Maybe he's the father of the kids. I'm not sure. But it is very, very saddening, very, very alarming issue that we need to talk about it. I'm gonna leave this video here, and tell me about your thoughts about the same issue. It's not easy. Please, girls, if you find yourself in a bad situation, in a way that you need to speak, someone is torturing you, someone is emotionally abusing you, please find ways to speak out, find ways to come out of that relationship, that marriage. Let them call you a failure in marriage, let them call you a failure in relationship, let people judge you. But please go away from this kind of men. Just go away. It doesn't mean that you are a bad person. It won't stick on your head that you came out of the relationship. It is better to be alive than to wait and something happens to you. I hope you understand, and I'll see you next in my next videos. This was one of the hardest video that I wanted to make, but I had to speak because it was like my channel also features a lot in terms of relationship, also in terms of actually such things, such topics. And the more we talk about it, the more we bring awareness that people should be careful about the people they are actually entering into relationship. Not everybody who tells you I love you, they love you. Some of them, they tell you I love you because they know what they want, and when they don't achieve what they want from you, they're gonna do nasty things on you, they're gonna kill you, they're gonna do bad things on you. You know, not everybody who tells you, oh, I want to be your husband, I want to be your partner, I want to do this kind of business with you, I want to have a child with you. Not everybody who says these kind of things is genuinely saying them. They know what they want from you. And ladies, we need to be very careful when we are entering into relationships. Very innocent girls are being killed just like that. Innocent people, because of domestic violence. And it's not only in Kenya, even here where I am in Turkey, a lot of news. If you hear news, you open news and then you hear this and this, a man killed someone, a man killed his wife because of this and this, because of jealousness, because of this property, because of the money, because of this. It's very, very sad and very alarming. I'll see you next in my next videos. I have to go.